Now that the first images from JWST have been available for a while, scientists have gotten the chance to take a closer look at them. The stunning quality and level of detail visible in the images were exciting enough, but there's one thing in particular sitting in the mind of the deep field image that's got them extra pumped. Watch this video to find out all about this red smudge and what secrets it holds. First, let's talk about the deep field image. This picture, an image of the galaxy cluster SMACS 0723, was deemed so important to humanity as a species that the White House held its own press conference to reveal it to the public before NASA released the full image set. It's this image that has the red smudge that could be the key to discovering the chemical makeup of the early universe. The picture shows thousands of galaxies in the cluster, and even though it's absolutely massive, it covers a very small part of our vast universe. NASA said that if you hold a grain of sand at arm's length toward the night sky, the size of your field of vision that would be behind the grain is how much space SMACS 0723 takes up in our sky. And if this picture looks familiar to you, that's because it's the same cluster that was in the famous deep field that Hubble took. One thing that's changed with JWST is we can see a lot more detail, including entire galaxies that we couldn't see before. This is possible because of JWST's NIR cam and MIRI instruments, which allow it to capture a wide range of infrared light rays. In contrast, Hubble wasn't designed to capture these spectrums. But why does that matter? Well, first of all, JWST essentially lets us time travel. The universe has been expanding since it started with the Big Bang, which means that the earliest galaxies that exist are the furthest away from it. As light has to travel so far to get from these galaxies to us, it gets shifted into the infrared spectrum, and JWST has been specifically equipped to be able to pick up these infrared galaxies. Basically, Webb has allowed us to see what the universe was like just after the Big Bang. It's quite literally allowing us to see into the past, or time travel if you want to call it that. That's right, when we say that JWST lets us see the universe when it was really young, we mean it. The light rays that are reaching us now are the ones that the galaxy emitted 13 billion years ago. So when we look at it through a telescope, we're not seeing how the galaxy looks right now. For all we know, it might be completely different. We are looking at it exactly as it was all those millennia ago, and that's where the red smudge comes in. Next, what exactly is this red smudge? According to astronomers, this unassuming small red blot visible in the background of the deep field image can rewrite our entire understanding of the early universe. The red smudge is a newly discovered, as of now, unnamed galaxy from just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. But you might be thinking, hey, there's other small red galaxies in this picture. Why is this one so important? Well, that's because this one in particular is 13.1 billion light years old, which means the light we're receiving right now has been traveling more than 13 billion years. It's the oldest galaxy in the image, so that's why it holds the key to understanding the early universe. Normally, even with a high-powered telescope like Hubble, we wouldn't have been able to see this galaxy. That's why it wasn't discovered before. The thing about taking pictures at a distance like this is that there are a lot of obstructions, like dust, that prevent us from getting a clear look. But JWST uses infrared, which means it can effectively bypass these obstructions and get us a clear, high-definition look at even the farthest objects. Okay, so we have a good picture of the oldest galaxy ever captured. That alone is unprecedented, but there's more. So why is it so important? Another thing that JWST can do is collect spectroscopes of the celestial objects it's looking at. By looking at a spectroscope, scientists can piece together valuable insights like temperature, ionization density, and the chemical composition of the object in question. So in practice, we can discover what gases this galaxy contains, how the star formation worked in a universe this young, and other things too, like how much dust is flying around inside. And it doesn't end there. This galaxy also has a visible oxygen emission line, which is a glowing tail of sorts of oxygen gas. The presence of an oxygen line is a breakthrough in the making because it'll allow researchers to compare it with the emission lines from other galaxies. By By doing this, they can see exactly how many elements are present inside the galaxy and which ones they are. One of the biggest secrets about how the universe functioned after its birth is how we went from there, being just 3 elements at the start, to the entire periodic table we know now. By looking at the elements inside a galaxy this young, we can catch this process right in the middle. So this one tiny red smudge is a treasure trove of knowledge about the beginning of the universe. Andrew Bunker, a scientist from Oxford University who's been working on JWST, spoke to the New Scientist, saying, "I don't think we really dreamt that within the first, essentially public snap, that it would be there. That's really quite incredible." Never in their wildest dreams did the team working on the $10 billion telescope imagine finding something so significant in the very first image they got. As JWST's mission goes on and scientists get time to pour through more data and perform analysis, we'll continue to find breakthrough discoveries that reshape our fundamental understanding of the entire universe. Now, in other related news. First, a poll says that most Americans think JWST is a good investment. The James Webb Space Telescope has been controversial for a while before its launch. The project was delayed time and time again, and the final $10 billion price tag is actually 10 times the original budget for the observatory. At one point, things got so bad that NASA considered scrapping the project altogether. But now that the first images are out, the question is, do people think JWST was a good use of $10 billion? Apparently, the answer is yes. According to a poll by YouGov, around 60% of Americans believe JWST is a good investment, and roughly 70% have a positive view of NASA itself. The poll asked 1,000 Americans about their opinion on whether or not the space program is a good use of their tax money. Still, YouGov itself notes that since the poll was conducted right after the first images from the telescope were released, people's answers were affected by looking at the breathtaking results JWST was giving. These pictures have outperformed everyone's expectations, from the general public to even the people working on it. So that's helped to make the past drama disappear from memory. Next, NASA released a picture showing meteor damage on JWST. While the world is still fully taking in the beautiful pictures released by NASA from JWST, the agency itself has shared some less cheerful news. Between May 22nd and May 24th, a micrometeoroid hit one of JWST's 18 mirrors and did some damage. NASA revealed that the incident occurred back in June, but now it's shared an image showing the full extent of the impact. While the pictures show a scary-looking dent, and NASA did say that the damage was more than what they'd accounted for before launch, the overall effect on JWST's performance is small. Right now, scientists at NASA are investigating the long-term effects of collisions of micrometeoroids on JWST. It has enough fuel to stay operational for 20 years, but they're not sure if these strikes will lessen that lifespan. Micrometeoroids aren't something unexpected, and for a while, they were occurring at a manageable rate. But JWST's orbit presents greater risks, so the impact in May that has caused what NASA is calling uncorrectable damage has researchers worried. Finally, new JWST images showcase a phantom galaxy. A new image that's been released by the team working on JWST has broken the internet. The picture, showing what people are calling a phantom galaxy, is of NGC 628, also called Messier 74. The stunning picture shows a galaxy with long spiral arms, located about 32 million light years away. It also has a brightly colored glowing dust peppered around it, adding to its unique experience. Shifting into the visible spectrum, the arms are the color purple, and as a result, the galaxy looks like something out of Doctor Who, except it's real. The picture was posted on Flickr by Judy Schmidt, who works with the FANG survey. Hubble has also photographed NGC 628 before, but since JWST can look through space and get directly to the light source, it allows us to see these beautiful glowing spots which make the galaxy look like a spectacle. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about all the new insight into the universe we'll get from JWST? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.